Yo, people, what's going on? Back again for another footy talk. Statman's in the building. What you saying, fam?
Listen, I heard the Jadon Sancho talk. The Borussia Dortmund kit had to come on.
This guy, bruv. Man, like St. Patrick, bruv. That's what man said. Another masterclass, bruv. The Sancho rumors won't go away. I don't really know, bruv. It's a mad one because I don't know. It's been mixed, innit? It's been the feedback on him this season's been mixed, innit? Loads of people online piping up saying that like he's overrated. We overrated him. He's not doing too well. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Like, what are you looking at, bruv? What are you saying?
First of all, I don't think the deal is going to happen. Because I read the article on Sky Sports here. The guy made a very good point, whoever wrote it. Bayern Munich paid £60 million for Leroy Sané this summer with a year left on his contract. Sancho's 2 years left on his contract. He's still going to cost over £80 million, 80 to £100 million, even with like his dip in form kind of thing. And the thing you need to remember, we're still in a COVID market kind of thing.
Yeah.
Clubs don't have the money.
I reckon he would go for less than that, bro. I reckon he'll go for probably 60 million blood plus add-ons.
60? Nah, no.
Yeah, bro. I think teams will take 60 million up front, bro, in this climate. 60 million with like 25 million add-ons. I think Dortmund accept that, bro.
I still don't think so, because you still need to remember, this is the difference between him and Leroy Sané. This is England's golden boy, potentially. He has the Nike deals and stuff, innit? He's still only 20. He's still massive. Like, his brand is still growing, and he's still bigger than Leroy Sané, for example. He went for 60 with a year left on his contract.
Yeah, of course. But that is, of course, you're right. But that is the only reason why. I mean, this is the main reason why I think United are interested, because of his brand, innit? That's what United are about. You know what I'm saying? It's the brand Sancho that would attract them. And that's why I think if we are going to spend big money, it will be on him instead of a Jack Grealish. Because, one, he's younger, and two, because of the size of his brand, innit? That's all United really care about, the marketing side of things, innit? A lot of the time when they make certain signings or they fork out money, they're always thinking about, yo, where can I make this back, innit? So...
But it's kind of like, you need to remember, this is Borussia Dortmund. We said we're going to potentially buy from. They're very, very stubborn. They didn't move at all in the summer.
Yeah.
So that's why I still think it'll still be 80 to 100 million pounds.
Oh, I don't know. If it is, I can't see him moving. I think that they're going to have to budge, because the article is basically saying it's either like they don't want to sell Haaland, obviously, straight away, innit? Like, they need to raise funds. So it's one of them two they got to sell, innit? And obviously they're more in favor of selling Jadon than Haaland. And if that's the case, then bruv, they're gonna have to humble themselves a bit, or they could be stuck with both of them, bro. And they need the peas, bro.
But I think what we also need to remember, you say they need the money and stuff. Haaland will probably leave in the summer.
You think so already?
I think doesn't his release go down to like 50, 60 million pounds or something this summer?
I'm not sure.
Or I don't know if it's this summer or the next, but that will probably be the guy leaving, because you need to remember that's a Mina Raiola client as well. That's what I'm saying. I do think one of them will leave. I just can't see it being Sancho or to United anyway. Yeah. But then I was looking around, like, because I always thought if we didn't get Sancho last summer, he's never going to come to United. I was looking at
that's what I thought.
Bayern are not going to sign him. Real, you need to remember, they're spending a lot of money on the stadium now, and even then, their number one target, if they will spend big, is going to be Kylian Mbappe. Barcelona, first of all, I don't think they have the money. Spanish clubs, they're not as rich as like the Premier League clubs, let's say. And I think, but maybe the thing I say about Barcelona is that you need to remember the new president is coming in as well. He might want to make Sancho the star signing kind of thing, innit? But still, I can't see going there. Chelsea, look how much money they spent on the attackers.
Yeah, I just can't see them spending any more money on attackers, bro.
And I think Frank Lampard could potentially get sacked. So that's like, if they do want to sign another English player, which Frank Lampard seems to favour, I don't think that will happen. So I can't really see him going anywhere this summer.
That's what I'm saying. The options are limited, bro.
But I think, like, you touched on the thing where he's had a down season. I think he had 1.3 goal contributions per 90 minutes last year in the league. That's insane. He was 19 at that point. This season, it's gone down to 0.54. It's still
But
seven
yeah,
goal contributions. It's still 7 goal contributions in 14 games. Like,
yeah,
it's
that's
still
what I mean.
decent numbers.
Yeah, of course it is. Like, man saying here 21 games, bro, and he's got 17 goal contributions.
I think
Like,
right now he's got 4 in his last 3. He's picked it up against
Mm.
Leipzig the other day. He got a goal and assist, and he created
an
7.
assist.
He created 7 chances that game, 2 big chances, and he only lost possession 11 times, which is insane.
Bro, he's a top player in it. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a top baller, and I think that I genuinely thought, I thought that miss out on him last season, it doesn't happen again. But where else does he go? I can't see him going nowhere else. Liverpool can't afford him. Chelsea technically can't afford him because they want Declan Rice. Declan's gonna cost them upwards of 60 million easily.
That Liverpool shout actually might not be bad, because potentially we might talk about Mo Salah today, or Mane, Firmino. One of them will probably.
We can talk about Mo Salah. We're going to talk about Mo Salah. Mo Salah's come out and pledged his future to Liverpool, though. And I genuinely don't think that anyone wants him, bro.
It's kind of the same situation as Sancho. Who's going to pay the big money this summer?
Exactly. No one wants him for the money that he'll cost. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's probably going to cost. Bruv, if you think about how much money they made, how much did they sell Coutinho for?
That was over £100 million.
Well, there you go. What football team in their right mind spends over £100 million on flipping Mo Salah?
And the thing is, the only real clubs that can probably buy him or want him are Real and Barca.
Yeah.
Are they really going to spend that much money on like a 28, 29-year-old or however old he is?
No way. So Liverpool are stuck with him. That's why he pledged his future to Liverpool, because no one can really afford him. Yeah. He's in a situation where no one can really afford him. I don't know how long he's got left on his contract, but he's got more than a year left. So he's going to be expensive.
Yeah, that's why I can't see him leaving.
Yeah, I can't see Salah leaving, which means if Salah don't leave, Mane's not going to leave. Even if Firmino say left, they ain't going to get no money for Firmino. That's not gonna facilitate a Jadon Sancho move. They can only sign Jadon if they sell Salah probably, because even Mane, again, who's gonna sign him, bro? Mane's not the attractive one in terms of the brand, innit? Like, Salah's more attractive. You can't sell, bruv. Imagine trying to market flipping Sadio Mane, bro. Like, we go crazy over him in England, but outside of England, I doubt they even give a shit about him.
But I think what we also need to remember, I think Liverpool got that Nike deal this summer, I think it was. So maybe the money's there.
They didn't spend no money.
Yeah, but potentially the money's there. But even then, Liverpool don't really spend big.
They don't, because their owners don't.
Exactly. They have a very good footballing structure. Even like if you look at the net spend, ain't that much.
That's it. So I can't see it happening, bro. So when we look at it, when we look at everything, there's not many clubs that Sancho can go to, bro. There's not very many. So it's either he stays where he is, or United pull their finger out, innit?
But I think in the article it did say Borussia Dortmund he knows he wants to leave. I think that's the key thing. He has to push a move this summer. Last summer, I don't think he pushed a move enough. He
didn't, because why would he? You know them ones. He wasn't unhappy. He just wanted to come back. But he wasn't like, I'm gonna down tools and that. He was happy to stay there, but he would have rather have moved. I think now he'll spend an extra season there. He's ready to come back to England now. It was never a long-term thing for him to go out there anyway. It never was.
And I think Borussia Dortmund are also holding on to the fact about the high money thing. The Euros are this summer. Sancho's going to the Euros. If he performs, bang, £100 million is a fair price. You're looking at it. So but again, they still have all the powers.
But again, even if he plays well in the Euros, that doesn't take away the fact that it's a COVID market, bro. Like, I think that we're going to see more incentive-based contracts now. Teams ain't going to slap 100 M's down, regardless of who the player is, bro. The money, even if the money's there, a lot of teams might not want to take that risk in the uncertain climate. Like, teams don't know for certain when they're going to start getting match day revenue back. Like, they don't know. Do you know what I mean? So there's loads of things that they can't account for at the moment. So I don't think any team's going to commit to, say, giving someone 80 million, 90 million up front when they don't know the next time there's going to be a bum on the seat in the stadium. Like, they don't know, innit? So I think until it gets to probably springtime, we're not going to know what these figures are saying. Hopefully by around April, May time, even though I don't think fans will be back in the stadium by then, I think we'll have a better idea we'll probably be back in the tier system here, and we'll have a better idea of what's going to happen with football going forward.
If fans are back, it'll be kind of like the structured thing again, like 2,000 fans and stuff.
Yeah,
it won't
be in the tier system. Yeah, this guy said maybe have a Havertz thing, like a 70 million with a 20 million add-ons or something. I think it's gonna, a lot of deals are gonna be like this now for the bigger players. I think it's gonna be incentivized. I think it has to be.
Yeah, but just touching on Jadon Sancho, like this season, 2.1 shots per game, which has gone up from 1.6 last year. 2.6 chances per game, which is like, I was gonna say this. If we do sign Jadon Sancho, we need more of a creative winger kind of thing. We got Martial, we got Rashford, who are goal scorers. We need a creative type winger now. And Jadon Sancho is exactly that. 3.1 dribbles per game, 2.4 last year, 0.7 fouls won per game, 0.5 last year. So his underlying numbers, I know he's like less minutes played, but they've actually gone up.
Yeah, they have gone up, bro, and he's improving, innit? So, like, just because he didn't start the season flying, a lot of people were so quick to write him off. Do you know what I mean? And say, oh, you know what, he's flopping.
You also need to remember, like, the manager got sacked. That's part of the reason of bad form. They got a new manager coming in now, and they're going to get a new manager in the summer. You also need to remember that Haaland was out for parts of the season as well. And no matter what, Haaland's a brilliant finisher. He is. You passing the ball, you just get an assist kind of thing. So that's why his numbers have gone down. Like
facts, and this about Haaland's release clause doesn't kick in until next season. So yeah, I mean, it would cost over 100 million to get him, and nobody's got that kind of money. No one's got that kind of money. So I think Haaland definitely stays. You know what I mean? Which means Jadon will leave. It just depends on how they do it. I think if he does come back to the Prem, I think we're the only team, that can actually afford him comfortably. Do you know what I'm saying? And also that would pay the money, for the simple fact that Chelsea have spent way too much money on attacking players. They can't justify, after buying Havertz and Werner for about 140 million, maybe 150 million. They can't justify spending another 80 million on another attacker. They can't.
Would you sign Jadon Sancho? Because, like, let's say this summer, because of the COVID market, the max we're going to spend is 150 million.
Would I sign him? Yeah, I would sign him. I would definitely still sign him, for the simple fact that I think that right-hand side is still an issue. The fact that we're playing Rashford out there, do you know what I mean? Pogba played out there the other day. We don't have a specialist in it. We don't have a specialist in that position, and that position hasn't been filled since Cristiano. So, do you know what I mean? People say Valencia, but Valencia was dead, man. Do you know what I'm saying? He was just a functional player that just did a job there for all those years. But Valencia wasn't of that level, bro. Like, he wasn't approaching world class. He wasn't world class. He wasn't even one of the best right midfielders in the league, bro. Right? He just did a job there, innit? So I think we haven't had proper class there since Ronaldo. So I think that's a position we need to strengthen, bro. Like, we're top of the league now, even though it doesn't mean much.
I hear that we need to strengthen it, but it's kind of like 100 million. That's probably what it's going to cost.
I don't think it'll cost that, even if it's plus add-on, bruv. Like, if I look at it, like 25-year-old Bruno, costs what, 65 million including add-ons. So I reckon it'll probably cost about 85, Jadon. Do you know what I mean?
But for my thinking, it's kind of like, we need so many other areas. We still need the centre back. We still need a holding midfielder. Those two areas are probably more important for me right now than a right winger.
I don't think so. Just for the balance of the team, innit? Like, not just for goals, like you said, for creativity. Again, Jadon's a creative wide player, bro. Our only creative players in the team are Pogba and Bruno, If you bring Jadon in, you got another creative player, bro. Like, so it just means it gives us another dimension to our play as well.
I think for me, like I've always said, a holding midfielder is, for me, the perfect signing. If we sign Ndidi,
sign a holding midfielder and a right winger, I'm happy, bro. Like, our centre-backs, they're good enough. Even though I don't think our defence is great, I genuinely think the midfield balance is the biggest problem for our defence, and not our actual centre-backs, bro. Because when you look at Leicester City, on paper, they don't have better centre-backs than us, but their defence, looks a lot more sturdy than ours, for the simple fact that they've got Ndidi in there, bro. And that's just what it is. You need someone to protect them defenders.
That's what I'm saying. Ndidi will literally be the perfect signing. He improves our defence, and he improves our midfield kind of thing in terms of our attack. Pogba further forward and stuff like that.
But that's it. So
Ndidi over Sancho for me.
Yeah, bruv, if I could sign two players, I'd just sign them two. Man's good. You know, like that.
Yeah.
Like if I had 150 million, yeah, to spend, I could work out a way to get them both for 150, and then I'll call that a great window, mate. You know them ones, like that'd be a brilliant window. Like that's a window where you're going into the season. You're going into the season thinking, yo, we could win the league now with them two. So I just think that people are focusing with Jaden, yeah, on like the flair and the goals and that, but bruv, the creativity and also the link up play with Wan-Bissaka that's been missing. Someone that's actually gonna hold that right hand side and offer more balance in the team. So Wan-Bissaka's not trying to go past two players on that right hand side almost by himself. I honestly think that it'll be an underrated signing. People won't realize how much he's needed until he comes. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like someone said this to me today as well. Like, if we could do a deal for Sancho, Diallo going the other way would be perfect. Imagine Diallo, yeah, exactly, on loan at Borussia Dortmund, where he's actually going to probably develop better than he is at United.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
that would actually be a great shout because that would be brilliant for us both ways.
Because then they got the replacement straight away.
Facts, bro. That's not a bad shout at all, man. And he needs that. And I think he'll get confidence playing in that league. He'll get space as well, and he'll have the high line. Do you know what I mean? So he can just ball out, fam.
Because I don't know if you saw Oli on a social news conference today. He did say something about Diallo's physicality and stuff. He even said he said something along the lines that Diallo, he's gonna be like in the squad soon enough, but it'll probably be around 4 to 5 weeks kind of thing.
But 4 to 5 weeks is soon, bruv. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like he did touch on his physicality. I can't remember the exact quote off the top of my head, like, in case someone wants to bring that up. But he did say something like that.
But that'll be interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I think Diallo needs a loan move though. I think anyone expecting to see him playing in the first team, yeah, it's a bit mad, bruv. As I said, bro, Donny van der Beek ain't getting game time. If you think that Diallo's just gonna be getting game time, it's not gonna happen. Know what I mean? And the thing is, whether we like him or not, yeah, Dan James is very much still at the football club, yeah, and Oli will play that guy before he plays Diallo, innit? I mean, like, Diallo ain't got the United DNA, blood, so he's not gonna get fast tracked. Like, there's no chance of that. He's gonna have to do it the long way. He's gonna be doing little 3-minute cameos in the League Cup.
But I think, like, in the Europa League, you never know. We could see him because I was looking at Real Sociedad today. 1 win in the last 13 games.
Yeah, their form has gone out the window, bro.
I think David Silva's been injured for a month as well because that's kind of been like the turn of event kind of thing. But still, that's shocking.
That's mad. It is mad. This guy said, I don't know why United spent 80 million on 2 youngsters that won't play. What are the overall packages for them? I know Diallo goes up to 40. I swear Pelestri's isn't that much, is it?
I'm pretty sure it's around 20 max.
Yeah. I don't think it's 80. I think that's newspaper prices, guys. They always do that to us, blood. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't even I wouldn't be worried about that. And yeah, you're right. Jaden can play on both sides as well. I just think he's just because of his age as well. As much as I want Jack, yeah, like Jack's a bit older, innit? And also Jack doesn't have the resale value. And I know what United are like. United are a business, innit? They're all about the brand. That's all they're about.
But saying that, we never sell well anyway.
We don't. We're mugs in the transfer market both ways. We always overpay and we always get ripped off going the other way. And then the thing is, yeah, United made 100 million loss here because Oli got us knocked out. So again, that could actually impact on what business we can do.
Yeah, that's another good point. Like, if we don't get Champions League football this year, which is still a possibility, we're not signing Sancho. We weren't going to sign him last year if we didn't get Champions League.
Yeah, fair, very fair. Social quotes, all right, they're coming in now. Yeah, Bruno's been immense. He's not tired, and if I ask him, he'll say there's no chance he's tired. Well, of course he'll say there's no chance, but you shouldn't ask him because you're the gaffer.
Yeah, I heard that quote today. I was like, what are you doing? Like, obviously, as a player, you're going to say you're not tired.
Bro, as a manager, you shouldn't even ask your players if they're tired or not. Do you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make no sense to me. You know how many minutes they've played, yeah? Because you have a whole fitness team that literally monitors every single minute these guys run, every yard they run, the sprints, the jogs, everything. If you can see that the guy's sprints and all of these other things are going down per game and stuff, you can make an educated decision and say, you know what? He's slowing down. His output's a bit lower. Maybe he needs a rest. you don't need to ask the player. The player's always going to say, when's the player going to say, oh, you know what, I'm knackered, let me sit this one out? Never heard of it.
Exactly. That's why I keep saying Bruno FC. That's what United are. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer scared to make these big decisions. Bruno last year in 2020, top 10 in terms of minutes played. He needs a rest.
He does. And also, he's not playing well. That's the best time to rest players when they're not playing well, because then they can't even be too annoyed about it. They can't be too upset, bro. Sometimes the best way to get someone's form back is sometimes to pull them out the firing line. Do you know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, yeah, you rest them against Fulham. You play them against Liverpool, which is probably going to be a weakened side from Liverpool. He either scores or gets an assist. Bang, the top 6 record in open play is gone. So, like, mentally, you don't need to worry about that kind of thing.
Yeah. All right. If Bruno scored his free kick against Liverpool, what free kick was that?
The one that went just wide in the first half.
If it just had a little air on the ball, then he would...
That was from the neutral cross. You know that chance that Bruno missed?
Yeah. If it had a little air on the ball, what? Then he'd be loaded as the best player in the Premier League.
It was on the floor when Alisson saved it, innit? So you're saying if it was a bit higher, it would have gone in.
Yeah, but it would have been higher because the ball was played across the floor to him and he side-footed it. So he couldn't have got it off the floor unless the ball bobbled or something. That doesn't even make sense. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't understand, bro. What was the point Ollie's trying to make? Is he trying to say that, like, he would have been the best player in the Premier League if he scored?
He was basically just saying there's a fine margins of football in it, kind of thing.
Yeah, but he played shit though, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just about whether he scored or not. His all-around performance was dog shit.
Yeah, but obviously goal contributions is the only thing that matters in the modern day.
I hear that, but it's dead, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bruv. I really don't know, fam. You know what I mean? I don't like that, innit? I don't like that at all, bruv. Like, these are the kind of things that the manager does that loses me, innit? Because it's just like, why are you doing that, bro? Like, it's not that deep, bro. Just don't talk about it. You could just say, you know what? Is what it is, bro. You drew the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Is what it is. Move on, bro. Man said if there's a bit of air on the ball and that, bro. Nah, bro. Like, the whole performance stank. It wasn't the fact that he didn't score. No one was giving Bruno stick because he didn't score. They were giving him stick because he played shit. You know, like that. That's what it was.
Would you play him tomorrow against Fulham?
Yeah, I would. I think he needs his confidence. He needs a goal. Bruno's one of them players, yeah, that, like, put it this way. The way he behaved, yeah, when he got subbed off, probably he don't deserve to play. But because of how crucial he is to this team, yeah, in terms of his goal contributions, he needs to play for confidence. He needs a goal. Preferably a goal from open play, but I'm sure Bruno will take any kind of goal. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
He's gone 3 games without a goal contribution now.
Exactly. And is that the longest time he's gone without a goal contribution in the last year? It is, isn't it?
That probably is. His last goal contribution was against Aston Villa, which was a penalty.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm trying to say, bro? So honestly, when you look at him, yeah, like, with Bruno, there's almost an air of, like, inevitability about him, innit? Like, and that's going away now. So he needs that goal. He needs it. I don't care how it comes. I'm sure he don't care how it comes, but he needs one, innit? So I'd play him against Fulham just for that. But the way he behaved when he got subbed off, he probably don't deserve to start. He probably deserves to sit it out. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'd start him.
And I still think Fulham is one of those games where it's not a joke. To pick up decent points. I think the other day, they picked up points against Spurs when they had 2 days notice for that game. Yeah. They competed with Chelsea. They only lost 1-0, and that's because the player got sent off and stuff.
Yeah. Bruv, I think that, you know what it is, yeah, with Fulham. As much as I'm confident we're going to beat them, I don't think it's going to be an easy game.
I think it'll be a tight game. Maybe 1-0, 2-0 United.
Yeah, that's what. So do I.
They've only lost 1 of the last 7 games, I think it is. They've only won 1 of the last 7 as well. But they've got a lot of draws and stuff. And the thing is, I was looking at Fulham. They're actually top for dribbles per game in the top 5 leagues. Which is insane.
Yeah, you said, but who is that? Who's the ball carrier for them?
They got, so the top 5 dribbles per game in terms of players are Ben Arfa, Messi, Adama Traore, and Rene Adelaide, the former Arsenal player, from the top of my head. And then
Is that distance dribbled, yeah?
No, like dribbles per game and stuff.
Or dribbles completed, yeah.
And then I think 5th is Zambo Anguissa from Fulham in the midfield. Like, he's very, very good. Like, I think I saw him when I first saw him. I was like, there's something about him because he's very, very comfortable on the ball. Like, you know how Tango and Dembele is.
Yeah, and Dembele, yeah, it looks like he's got Velcro on his boots.
He's in that mold kind of thing for me.
Baller.
And obviously they got Lookman as well.
Yeah. He's a baller, bro. He's teched off, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's recovered well as well, because after he missed that penalty and they were all over him, yeah, like he's kind of shaking it off and he's gotten on with it, bro. And he's been a big player for them. Do you know what I'm saying?
And I think with Fulham, they got obviously the guy that was sent off, Robinson, out. I think Bobby Reed is also out, who scored 4 goals for them this season. Because I think he's out with that 5-game yellow card thing, innit?
Oh, I didn't even know that.
And so that's like one of the better plays kind of thing.
So, yeah, how are you feeling about that game?
It's going to be tight.
You're still confident, though?
So I don't know about confident, but I'll still say like 2-1. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to say 2-0 anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, once I see the starting lineup, guys, then we'll be able to kind of reassess, them ones. But as it stands, I think we're cool, I think we're cool. My man said, what if Pogba leaves? What, are you referring to Jaden? If Pogba leaves, then Jaden Sancho is not the right signing. But, you know what I mean? If Pogba leaves, we need 2 players. Them ones, because 1 player can't replace Paul Pogba. If Pogba leaves, we don't have a creative midfielder that can actually pass in the midfield. We don't have one. Like, Bruno can't pass like Pogba, neither can Donny, neither can Matic, neither can Fred, neither can McTominay. If we lose Pogba, it's like losing 2 players. That's why.
Who would you sign if Pogba leaves?
I have no idea, bro. Like, honestly, I'd think that we'd have to get Jack Grealish, because we need someone that can pass, but also someone that can carry the ball as well, because Pogba carries the ball well as well. So even though they're not the same kind of player, I feel like Grealish is the only player, like in the Prem, that's potentially available that could do a good job of replacing the impact of losing a Paul Pogba. Like, I can't see anyone else, bro. Like, if you lose him, we're severely weakened, bro. Like, severely. I don't think people understand until they actually see it, bro. When we've got a Fred McTom double pivot with Bruno every game.
I think just touching on Zambo Anguissa, that's a shout as well for a Pogba replacement. Obviously, like, he's only 25. Like, he still needs to improve certain parts of his game, like decision making and stuff. But in terms of ball progression and stuff, he's a decent shout. Like, his defensive numbers are insane as well. 3 tackles per game, 2.2 interceptions per game. 5 more than 5 tackles and interceptions per game. That's nearly that's not the mold of Pogba. But like in terms of
terms of balance to the midfield, you mean?
Like.
But then who do you drop for, McTominay or Fred?
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
And then you might sign a Ndidi or something, and then you got like that midfield.
But then if you've got him and Ndidi, aren't they?
Because Zambo Anguissa
is similar roles though.
No, but Zambo Anguissa is more like a progressive player,
a box kind of player.
That's the way I look at him.
No, I hear
people are saying Ruben Neves. Like, listen, I've always said I'm not the biggest fan of Ruben Neves.
Yeah,
I think he's a decent ball progressor, but other than that, don't get me wrong. This season he's been a lot better, but I think for the last 2 seasons, heavily overrated.
Yeah, I think so as well. At the beginning, he was looking good, but then there was a point where even flipping Moutinho was looking better than him, and he's an old man.
He is better than him. The different type of players, but like for me, I'd rather have João Moutinho. I think João Moutinho is still quality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and he's an old man still. What's that? Did Neville say that? Did he say that Pogba's the one that could win us the title? Obviously, he said that Pogba's the player to look out for this season, and Carragher laughed at him, and now Carragher's looking like a right idiot. Do you know what I'm saying?
During the game, it was something like, if he can do this for the next 3 months, United have got a very good chance of winning the title or something, or being in around the race. Yeah,
absolutely. I think so, bro. You know what I mean? And it's funny, though, nobody's bringing that up. Do you know what I mean? Because when Neville brought it up, like, Carragher thought he could have a full-blown fit on national television. And now what? Man's eating humble pie, bro. Like, his team are 4th now. You know what I'm saying? And Pogba are dragging us out the mud, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's very funny how life comes at you real quick, innit? So I mean, long may that continue, bro. Because I'm enjoying seeing Jamie Carragher like ruffled, bro. I can't even lie. No, I'm saying Gary Neville could stick it on him more, bruv. But I don't know. I think they're too friendly these days, bruv. You know what I mean, the rivalry's died still. Not gonna
like,
lie.
It's kind of like TV, like so filtered.
Yeah, it is. It's terrible. Like
I don't really expect anything.
I noticed yesterday as well. I had it on mute anyway, but I was chilling in my room and I saw they were answering questions from Twitter and that. Like, them man are trying to be YouTube so badly, yeah, that it's funny. You know them ones. Man are taking questions from YouTube, from Twitter and that about the game and about different things and answering it, bruv. Them man are doing Q&As on Sky Sports now. Flipping it, bruv. They are rattled, innit? You know they're absolutely rumbled.
You've seen the change in Sky Sports, like even like look at Chunks. He's got the Saturday social thing. They're starting to
because
bring
they
more
know
like
that.
YouTube
Because they know that the numbers are here though, innit? They know that, innit? And they're rumbled, bro. Like they were doing that on TalkSport as well. You know what I mean? Coming up with all these clickbait things, yeah, chatting nonsense, yeah, just to get clicks, bro. Because they understand, yeah, that they're trying to get the younger audience in, innit? That's why they'll bring on the likes of the Chunkses and then say, yo, we'll take your tweets and all of these things. But the thing is, these guys are never going to give you honest answers anyway, so there's no point asking them anything.
No, but the thing is that Harry Panera went on the other time and he's like, United are going to win the league.
Yeah, I know he did, but Harry's my guy. Like, Harry's going to say that because why not? If you're going to be on Sky Sports, you might as well say something memorable, innit? Even if you don't believe it. You know, like that. That's just what it is. So, like, yeah, no, I get that. I 100%, I 100% get that. I said Bruno's the Thanos of the Premier League. That's funny, bro.
I just touched with Neville, yeah. What do you think of the Phil Neville appointment?
That was on the list anyway to talk about. The Phil Neville appointment, yeah. It's just, bruv, it's just nepotism, innit? Just like the flipping Darren Fletcher appointment at Man United. Oh, Beck's got his mate Phil in. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if Phil had shares in the club anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Because I was looking at it, like, it's hard to tell if he deserves a job because obviously Inter Miami are dead, innit?
But did he do well with England ladies? I don't know his record.
I think the last 11 games, they've only won 3, but he also got them to the 4th place of the World Cup. I think they lost to USA in the semi-final, and then I think it was Sweden in the 3rd, 4th place playoff.
What, they lost that as well?
Yeah. So you could say he's done a decent job in terms of like he got the 4th kind of thing in the World Cup. But then his last run has been poor.
Bruh. Did he get sacked or did he leave?
I don't know. I think they had an agreement where it's like, I think he was meant to leave at the end of this summer.
Okay. I don't know, bruv. I don't really know because, you know what I mean? I don't know what England ladies were doing level-wise. Do you know what I mean? I don't know where they were before he picked up. I don't know if he's improved them. I don't know anything. I'll be lying if I said he has. But for me, yeah, going from England ladies job, yeah, to obviously Inter Miami are like a nothing franchise at the moment. But with the pull of David Beckham, their marquee signing's probably going to be someone decent, innit?
Like they signed Higuain, they signed Matuidi. They've got big names already.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's the marquee thing, and they've got the marquee system in America, so they'll have a few guys on some big wages, and then they'll have a few other guys to make it up. If they're going straight in with Higuain and Matuidi, they're gonna be pushing for the MLS title. They will be. Do you know what I mean? Just because of the level of play they got. Like Matuidi's still a good player, especially at that level.
They finished 10th in the league, and their manager left or got sacked or something.
Okay.
So that's why it's hard to tell, innit, if he deserves a job. Because obviously women's football, men's football are completely different. You're going into the MLS. Like, you're not really going to attract big names, are you?
No. Not really, but still, I think they could do better than Phil Neville, though. Like, from an actual coaching point of view. Not oh, yeah, Philip's my mate, I know his dad point of view. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because I think that's why he got the job. Same reason why...
I do think that's one of the biggest reasons he got the job, but like... You can kind of argue he's done right with like England's women's team and stuff. It's hard to tell though.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like doing all right only gets you a job like that if it's your mate. You know what I mean? He's doing all right. Like really and truly, I didn't hear no one lauding Phil Neville for his job with the England ladies. And let's be honest, even though it's women's football, if England were doing well, we would hear about it. Do you know what I mean? Because the media love to blow our trumpet, if we're doing something. And for me, I didn't hear him doing nothing that was out of the ordinary. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that might just be like recency bias, innit? Because you need to remember, we're in a pandemic. I don't think they played. When was the last time they played, kind of thing, innit?
Maybe so. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure around the World Cup they were hyped.
Pardon?
I'm pretty sure around the World Cup they were hyped and stuff, innit? But that just might be because it's a World Cup and stuff, innit?
Yeah, absolutely. But for me, no, I'm saying, for me, I don't know what he's done to deserve it. Do you know what I'm saying? That man said what old tweets got him, and it's never been the same. What happened with the old tweets? He said that he stepped down. Rotted. What old tweets were these, bruv?
What, Phil Neville?
Boy, hey, man, like Philip, bruv. What's he done, people? Yo, man, want the tea, blood. Spill that. Hey, man said Ryan Giggs about to get the job, you know. Man said John Terry. You man are wrong uns, you know.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they've already like got their appointment in. I can't remember who it is. Something, I don't even know. It's women's football. I don't really watch it.
That's what I mean. He said the England ladies always finish third or fourth anyway. Do you know what I mean? So he hasn't really improved them.
Hege Reese is taking over as interim manager before Serena Wageman takes over as permanent.
I've never heard of either of them. I'll take the job if they want. You know what? I'll do it. You know them ones there, bruv. I'll do it, man. Sod it. You know, like that, because, bruv, never heard of them two people, not gonna lie. So I don't know where they're finding these people still. Man said all the old tweets, but what were they about though? Man, want to know what they're about though, just for bants, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's mad.
Apparently he didn't leave because of the tweets.
Yeah,
decided to step down.
Fair play. No, that'd be interesting anyway, people. You know them ones there. Like, it'd be very interesting to see what happens. Me personally, yeah, there's certain players, just like when Rooney took over at Derby, there's certain man, yeah, I can't envisage, yeah, being good managers. And Phil Neville's one of them. Do you know what I'm saying? And Wayne Rooney's definitely one of them. So I don't really know. It'd be interesting to see if he does anything. It'd be interesting to see if he does anything, but boy, I don't think he's gonna do F all, mate. You know them ones. I don't think he's gonna do F all, bruv. So it'll be interesting to see, man. Big up everyone in the comments. We got 1.2 here.
They've said that Serena Wageman was the former Dutch manager.
Okay, she's a better manager than Phil Neville. There you go. So they've upgraded him and just fobbed him off to his mate's team. That's a joke thing. I hear that. Big up everyone inside. You know what I'm saying? Well, going for Leo Messi and that, bruv. Like, trying to take man out, bruv.
I'll be honest here. Like, Messi is still one of the best players in the world. I genuinely just feel sorry for him. Like, I think that thing, the punch thing, was just out of frustration. Because that was a Super Cup, innit? They would have won a trophy if they won the game. And I think it's kind of like they conceded in the last minute to take it to extra time. And they were losing 3-2. So I think that was just like, forget this team kind of thing, innit? Like, let me just bang him in the face.
He's smart, the bear. And then there was pictures, yeah. They're saying our man tried to check his post.
Check his post, yeah.
The man taking a piss. It's true, he went down like he got axed, yeah, but bruv, hilarious. Not even gonna lie.
Because I was looking at Messi here, like he's created 11 big chances this season in the league, and he's only has 2 assists.
Yeah, so
how is that possible?
Clubs, isn't it?
Exactly. Like you generally just had to feel sorry for him at that point.
It's all peak for Leo still. Do you know what I mean? It's all peak for Leo, man. Like, where do you see him going at the end of the season? City or PSG?
I think it depends.
Pochettino might just call in that flipping, get that Argentinian steak out, blood. And man might just go there. You know them ones there. Man just promise him that top of the range chef, blood, from the Parisian restaurant, fam.
I think it's hard to tell, innit? Because Barca's new president still has to come in. If Barca's president comes in, they show some like intent in the window. They get a couple of plays. He sits down Messi and he's like, you know what? We're going to build this team around you, kind of thing. Then I think maybe you could be swayed. But other than that, I think, man, as I said, Pep Guardiola signed that new contract. At that point, City weren't doing well. There was no point of giving Pep the contract. He did not deserve it. So maybe, like, it's kind of like, we'll give you the new contract because we know Messi could come to see because of you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, absolutely. Or they've promised him another player. Do you know what I mean? I hope it's not Jack Blood. You know them ones. So it'll be interesting to see, bruv. Like they've been linked with Haaland. They recently got linked with Lukaku. I think that's absolute nonsense. Do you know what I mean? Like Pep wouldn't have anything of Lukaku, bro. He likes pressing strikers. Lukaku's not one of those. You know what I mean? And he's got the touch of a trampoline. So that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, just touching on Messi, yeah, that game got fouled 7 times. So like I can kind of see the idea that he was just frustrated kind of thing, innit? Let's be honest here. This Barcelona team's not great. Just look at this Barcelona team on paper, yeah, that played the other day. Osama Dembele, Griezmann, Messi, Pedri, Sergio Busquets, Frankie de Jong, Sergio Dest, Ronald, that Ronald guy, I can't say his second name, Longley, Jordi Alba, Ter Stegen. And
that's not that bad though. That's a decent team.
No, but from
come on, it's not Barca 2011, but bruv, that's a good team.
But it's still a massive step down. And the thing
Ousmane Dembele, yeah, Griezmann and Messi, bro. Like that's calm.
No, but
what do you mean, bruv?
But another thing, the manager's Ronald Koeman, innit? I see him as more of a pragmatic manager.
Bruv, that's still a good team, my G. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know what I mean? And then you look at what's his name, Frankie de Jong, bro. Like good player. There's good players in there. Longley is not like cool. He's not a world beater, but he's decent. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what I think it is. It's just decent. Like, let's be honest here. If United
shit though, bro. It's not like man's playing against like Champions League man every week. More time they're pamming guys, bro. They shouldn't be dropping points to some of these teams.
Like, let's be honest here. If United and Barcelona play today, would you really be scared of that team?
Nah, but if they beat us, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah,
you know,
obviously you wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of like PSG. Like PSG team is not great on paper. Take away Neymar and Mbappe and Verratti and Marquinhos. Now, take away those 4, yeah. It's not unbelievable.
Their team's not unbelievable. I'd expect us to beat them on paper, but if this team's coached properly, it's still a flipping good team, bro. And I'm taking into account the teams that they're playing week in, week out.
But I'm talking about like Champions League. Barca not win it. They could, but like, I don't think they will win it.
I hear that. Oh yeah, I just seen this. Oh yeah, I remember them tweets now. Oh shit, that's hilarious, blood. You see what I mean about Twitter, bruv? Listen, bruv. Twitter trying to end my guy P Nev and that. Allow him. Man said battered the wife and that.
Like just touching on Messi. Messi, 4.2 successful dribbles per game, which is the most in Europe, alongside Ben Arthur. 11 big chances. 11 goals this season in the league. He's 2 assists only. Like, he's still putting up amazing numbers.
Yeah, he's just not got the same supporting cast, innit?
Yeah. But I genuinely think I just feel sorry for him.
I hear that. You know what I mean? I agree with this, but like, Griezmann needs to get the hell out of there.
He got 2 goals that game, though.
He's a good player, but bro, he's been wasted.
Do you think he's like a system player? Like, as I said, I thought when he left Atletico, I didn't know where he was going to fit in at Barca. Like, he played brilliantly as a second striker. Not many teams played with a second striker kind of thing.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily think he's a system player. You know what I think about Griezmann? Yeah, I just think, bruv, you see in Barcelona, a lot of players don't do well at Barca. It's not just him. You know them ones. Like, notoriously, attackers don't go to Barcelona and do well. So because of that, I don't necessarily blame him, bruv. There's a long list of attackers like Zlatan, Alexis, Henry, all these guys go Barca. They don't have the best time in it.
Wait, do you think? Like I've had this debate at school and stuff. Do you think that's because of Messi?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think?
Absolutely, I think it's because of him.
Do you think if Messi leaves, you see like Barcelona improve as a team?
As a team, I think so. Because one, I think that the expectation and the pressure, that he would no doubt put on his teammates, is no longer there. Do you know what I mean? And also, as long as Messi's been there, the team's always been suited, to get the best out of Messi, innit? To the expense of everyone else. I think if you take him out and you don't build the team around how he wants to play football and you just build a system, you get more out of everyone else. And that's what I've always said, like in general, like the system over the player, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? System always over the player. I know Messi's like generational talent, but he's not at the age now and at the effective level, yeah, where you should be building the team around Messi anymore. You shouldn't be, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's 30, what, 33, 34? Shouldn't be building the team over around a 33-year-old.
Like, even his numbers, like, he has over 90 touches per game. That's incredible. Like, we say Bruno FC, Bruno has around 70. So that just shows how much Barcelona give the ball to Messi. Like,
Well, there you go.
Griezmann averages something like 40 per game.
Well, there you go. He averages less than half the touches that Messi has. If Messi leaves the team, yeah, he probably gets an extra 10, 15 touches on average a game.
And you're talking about the building the team thing, yeah. Messi's kind of played the furthest forward this year, kind of thing as well.
So that means they're looking for him.
Like, obviously, Messi comes deep and stuff, yeah, but like, he's been like on a team sheet, he's been like the furthest forward. Because remember last year against Bayern Munich, he got heavily criticised for not tracking back.
Yeah.
That laziness thing now is gone because he's like the furthest forward, essentially.
That's it. So there you go, bro. If he's playing further forward, imagine playing that far up the pitch and still having that many touches. That's almost unheard of. Usually, the further you play up the pitch, the less touches you have.
But I think that's just because he goes so deep to get the ball and then he can still take people on, innit? This is
of
still
course,
Messi
of course, he can still take people on, but he's not he's not picking up the ball from the keeper and doing this shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are instinctively looking for him. Once that's taken away, it's a different ball game altogether, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's football. That's football right now. So it'd be interesting. I think that Barcelona as a team, yeah, will improve when he either retires or when he leaves, only because I just think they can play more of a system now. Like, even certain people were saying that Tuchel couldn't implement the system he wanted to implement because of Neymar and Mbappe. Sometimes having players of a certain ability or a certain ilk, yeah, it just means that you can't do certain things. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what Messi, I think that's the boat that Barca are in with Messi at the moment. I think they can't play certain football because he's there. I
think with Barca, it's kind of like, fine, you get rid of Messi. Do you trust them to recruit well? The answer is no. They sold Suarez this summer. They got Braithwaite as their like only number 9 kind of thing. That's a joke. Like, they had the opportunity to sign Memphis Depay and they didn't do it.
Yeah, real talk.
But obviously, like, the president has gone now and stuff. So we'll see what happens.
Real flipping talk, man. That'd be interesting. Guys, let us know, innit? Like, what you think? What you think's gonna happen with this saga, bruv? The bloody Messi saga, man. Smash that like button. What's that? Yeah, Sarri with Cristiano. It's true.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Again, he couldn't implement the way he wanted to play. Cristiano didn't want to play out wide in the Sarri system. And this is what happens when you've got older players, yeah, even though they have the quality, even though they have the quality, you can't be relying on these, man. Like, you can't be at that age, bro. Like, obviously they're still top players, but you can't build a team around a 35-year-old. Like, it just doesn't make sense, innit? It makes no sense whatsoever, man. So yeah, man, it'll be interesting to see what Messi does. Yeah.
Ronaldo, do you think his move to Juve has been a success?
Well, he would say so, because he'd say he won the league. I would say that, bro, they would have won it without him anyway.
I think
he needed to win a Champions League, really, but
yeah, exactly. I think like in terms of like the money they paid, I think they got like 57 million or something from the first day or something. Like, in terms of the money, he was worth the money they paid. Like, even like the shares and stuff went so high because of Ronaldo. But I think Champions League, that was the only reason he was brought in, and he hasn't delivered that. And I'm not hating on Ronaldo because I'm one of those people that think Ronaldo's better than Messi and stuff, innit?
You're a Ronaldo fan. No, I get that. I get that.
But just for me, like, he hasn't done it.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Guys, let us know in the comment section before you wrap up. What do you think? Thumbs up or thumbs down, innit, for Ronaldo's time at Juventus? Me personally, I thought that Cristiano was going to be the thing that took them that little bit further in the Champions League. I thought that I genuinely think that's why they signed him. I know they didn't sign Cristiano to win the flipping Scudetto. They would have won it anyway.
But I think even like with Ronaldo, like he himself has put up decent numbers. I just don't think that Juve team's good enough. Like, and they got Pirlo now. Pirlo's not a brilliant coach. Like, this is his first job.
Yeah, he's a scrub. Pirlo's a scrub.
And then who did that before? Mauricio Sarri. Like, that was always going to be an interesting appointment kind of thing, innit?
I guess so. So he's saying he's delivered. Thumbs down, thumbs up, down, up. It's mixed, bro.
I think
Down,
like Ronaldo himself has delivered, but Juve haven't. Like he hasn't helped.
Yeah, he
Juve
hasn't
make
had
that.
the impact on Juventus that we thought he was gonna have.
But I don't think that's literally because of Ronaldo. Because Ronaldo, like, he scored 15 goals and 2 assists this season in the league in 13 games, like 13 starts. That's incredible. He's still doing his thing. I just don't think that Juve team around him is good enough. Like, Dybala doesn't really play and stuff as well.
Yeah. Cristiano, bruv. He's, I mean, they created GA for Cristiano, blood. I swear to God, fam.
Like, just look at this team here. This is Juve's team that played Inter. Szczesny, Danilo, Bonucci, Chiellini, Fabrotto, some random left back, Ramsey out wide, Rabiot, Bentancur, Chiesa, Morata, Ronaldo. That's not a brilliant team.
It's not, but that tells you how shit that league is.
I think that just goes down to football. Like, not many teams in the world have a good team. Take away Bayern.
Yeah, that's the proper scrub FC, bro. I mean, that's why when I look at United's team on paper, bro, we should, bro, honestly, we should be in conversations, bro, because we've actually got.
And that's why, remember that day that said, I think United will cause Bayern Munich problems. This is perfect proof. Like, even like Red Bull Salzburg gave them a game. Day. Not the other day, but like when they played them.
Nah, I hear that, bro. I hear that, bro. So yeah, it's a mixed one with Cristiano. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. The whole Ronaldo is better than Messi thing. Man will let Statman off for that because it's the end of the show, innit? Man will have to resume that.
As I always say, that's just my opinion.
Man will have to we will have to resume that at a later date. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you smash that like button. Do you know what I'm saying? Make sure you follow Statman on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, I'm back. Realer than most, 6 o'clock with